Hello people of YouTube, how are you today? It is me, Abby, and today I'm going to be telling you guys my favorite products for the month of August. These kind of videos used to be very popular, when a couple years ago when everybody's like, my favorite products for the month of August, September, October, November. They would do it every single month and like their favorites and hit misses. Like, I'm going to be showing you guys my misses too. I have a couple of them in the vault that, they need to be shown that they are not that good. But today I'm actually really excited because I do have a lot of stuff that I have just fell in love with in the past couple of months and have become new favorite products of mine. And some of them I've just used recently and I already know, I love them and I like them. So let's get started. Next up is the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Base Primer. And I've used this about 3 times now, and I always put it with my primer I always use, which is the NYX Honey Do Me Up, and it has been my favorite combo so far. I used this on its own once, and it did work good. It's just it's just that thing where you want that little extra touch to make sure your makeup is on all day. And I really like this. It has a nice sticky base, and it has actually smoothed out my pores. I did not expect that from this, but it did, and my makeup has been going on really good. I used it today on my makeup, so it has a plus. Next up, I have a ton of concealers that I have to rave about because, as you guys know, ever since I got the Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer from NYX, I kind of have been going concealer crazy, wanting to try more. Because, as you guys know, before I would never, if I found one thing I liked, I kept it because I was too afraid to try stuff that I wouldn't like and, would end up not using. You get my drift? For the longest time, I was using the Wet n Wild foundation, and then I got out of my comfort zone and tried the other foundations, and then I liked them. And then, I've been doing that with concealers, and most of them are drugstore. The CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I just started using this, and it is really good. It is Tarte Shape Tape, but a little bit more watery. And I don't hate that with this concealer. It does last a long time. It has not creased on me. But the only problem I say is that it doesn't make a good eye base. That's the one problem I had. The eyeshadows would not stick to my eye. But everywhere else, on my face, it was a good color, and it helped highlight really well. Next up is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This one has been my holy grail so far. I cannot get enough of it. It works good as an eye base, as a highlight. My only problem with this is that it works better with my darker foundations and not my lighter ones. With my lighter ones, it doesn't have enough highlight to it, so I have to get another color. But in general, I really do like it, and I really like the doe foot on this, because it's like the Tarte Shape Tape one. I really like those bigger doe foots. And also that CoverGirl concealer had that too. So, yeah. Next up is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. This one I cannot get enough of. I just started using it again recently, and I love it. The only thing I don't like is it kind of smells like that Wet n Wild foundation. It kind of does smell like paint, and I don't like the doe foot too much. But I love this concealer because it's very thick and sticky, and I really, really like that for concealers. And it's it blends out really, really well. My only problem with this concealer in particular is the fact that this is the lightest shade, and I feel I need something just even a little bit lighter. It's not light enough for me. As you can see, next to my chest, that's the one part of my body that isn't tan. It's almost my exact skin color. So that's my only problem. The lucky thing is none of the concealers I've mentioned oxidize, so that's really good. And lastly, for concealers is the Jeffree Star concealer. You guys knew it was going to be on my list as a favorites. I just filmed the review for this concealer. Hopefully it'll be up by now as you see this video. But I'm not even joking. I cannot get enough of this concealer. It is so, so, so good. It blends out perfectly. The only thing I don't like is using it as an eye base, because don't get me wrong, I did like it as an eye base. My only problem was it took the color crazy. When I put the color on, it made the colors stand out, and they were super bright and they were super bold and it picked up too much color, if that makes sense. Because my thing is I always use a wet base, but like for example, when I use the Tarte Shape Tape or that Milani concealer to do my eyeshadow, it takes a little time to pack like my eyeshadow and then blend it out. But when I was using this, it took it right away and it kind of made it a little hard to blend. Just like that new learning curve. I feel like if I were to use this again, I could get past it. I'm not docking at any points because of that. But like I'm just saying, like the one time I did use this as an eye base, it took the eyeshadow like pretty well. And actually the eyeshadow did last pretty well. So like it would make a good, eye base. I just feel like I need to do that learning curve and understand it a little better because it took the pigment like fast. But otherwise, like actually using it as a highlight, this C5, the infamous C5, has been really good in like highlighting. I'm using it today and like no creasing. If you see like the eyeshadow right there, that always happens considering the fact that I do have wrinkles under my eyes, and it does, transfer when it comes to like eyeshadow, but like there's no creasing within the wrinkles too badly. And also the fact that I've had my makeup on now for about 8 hours, so like my makeup is doing pretty well right now. I think my only problem is that I got a little mascara right there that I need to clean up, but like I haven't seen significant creasing at all since using this. So yeah. Next up in favorites is the L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This foundation, Jesus Christ, ever since I filmed that review on it, it's opened the door for me to trying other foundations. Because the thing is, I used to, like, when I had my Wet n Wild, I tried 2 other foundations from the drugstore before, and it did not work for me at all. It didn't work. And I was super scared to try this because everybody was saying it was good, but, like, I've tried foundations before where they said it was good, and it didn't work for me. So, I was a little hesitant. But, like, trying this and, like, seeing this, like, formula on my skin, of course I'm wearing it today, it is my favorite foundation of all time. I have, like, 3 bottles of it, and I can't get enough of it. In fact, I might need a new one of this because I am running a little low on this one. But luckily, I have 2 other bottles to cover me that I need to get rid of. They're all different shades, by the way, just to let you know. Because, I'm wearing right now my more, like, wintry shade, but I knew I was going to be doing, like, a very, like, vampy look. So I wanted, like, my bronze and stuff to stand out a little bit more. So I decided to go with this shade. But, like, I'm 420. But I'm not even joking. This is the best foundation I ever have ever used. It makes my skin just look so nice. It looks flawless. It has good coverage. It's like medium to full coverage, mainly full coverage, and it doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look matte. It doesn't look glossy. It looks like a skin like finish, so that's the reason why I like this foundation. I wanted to bring some skincare in the mix because we all gotta take care of our skin. And for me, as you guys know, I have combinations of skin, dry to oily, but my skin is mainly dry, and when it gets dry, it gets super duper dry. And I mentioned in my my skincare video that I don't always use oils, but as of lately I've used oils every day, I meant to say, but as of late I have been using oils like crazy for my skin because of how dry it is and how much moisture I need. And these 2 have been my go-to, mainly this one, which is the Clean Beauty Hemp Seed Oil Facial Repair and Protect. This one, I'm having a little trouble with the bottle. I feel like I got a broken bottle because it does leak, but it doesn't bother me. I clean it up around the sides. But this one in particular, it smells really nice, and it's not too greasy. It's not a thick oil. It helps sink into the skin. I mainly put it on at night. These 2, I never wear oils during the day because people see it and then they comment. So I prefer to use these at night. And this one in particular has been working really well to help with some of my acne scars. My acne scars slowly have been fading, and I think it's due to this, and it's making my skin more elastic and more clean and less dry and peeling. And this one is the Vitamin C Soothe and Youthful Anti-Wrinkle Face Oil. And this one I've been using for a while now before this one. It doesn't work as good as that one, but it does help. I will mainly mix it in with my moisturizer because this is more of a thicker oil, but it does help with my dry patches. And if you are somebody with dry skin, I recommend like using oils and hard moisturizers and exfoliators, because like people always like comment also on exfoliating, like, ooh, you should be careful. You should be careful, by the way. Like, don't ever use like walnut scrubs, but always like use something like once a week and then put moisturizers and oils on. It really does help with dry skin. I hope that like skincare thing was like, you know, good for you guys to handle, but like, you know, we gotta get to the next products. Next up, we have the Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe eyeshadow. I cannot pronounce it. I will see if you can. If it will focus. Come on. Focus. Okay, I guess it's not going to focus. But this eyeshadow palette I have been using so much lately. You know, it's just simple. It has like 4 mattes, 4 shimmers. And like I'm wearing it on my eyes today. Also don't mind the creasing. I did an all matte look. And again, my foundation and my makeup have been on for 8 hours. And it's, you know, it's been a little crazy. But like, these eyeshadows are amazing. They blend out super well. And the shimmers in here, like, I'll just, you know, grab one of them. And, do you see that? Like, that is amazing. Like, let me show you this one, like, blue right here. Like, this blue I used on my mother, and it was amazing. Do we see that? It is great. I love this so much. Sorry guys, I was talking about the eyeshadow palette, then my dad got here, and then I was talking to him for a little bit. So now I'm back, and we're going to talk about the next products, which are these two. This one is empty, as you can tell. I need to get another one. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. My favorite setting spray of all time. I love this one so much that I can't, like, I've probably had like 5, 6 bottles, and then before that I was using like the Wet n Wild one, and that one didn't even compare to this one. Like, this one's amazing. It's a little more expensive than the Wet n Wild one, because the Wet n Wild one is like $4.99 and this one is $10. But I feel like this one just works so much better. It actually feels like the Urban Decay one. And the thing is, don't hate me when I say this, but I hate the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I'll let that sink in for a second. Please don't kill me. I know. I don't like it because it has made my skin break out before. And the fact is also my under eyes were always creasing still too. I felt like it did more harm than good, obviously. There was something in it that made me have a bit of a reaction. I haven't tried it in about 4 years maybe. So like I'll be open to try it again maybe, but I don't really want to if I found something that actually works for me. The Milani one, like this one, also the fact that I love the smell of it. It's not, like, pungent, you know? And there's, like, no alcohol in this. I've read the ingredients. I don't see alcohol. So I really like that, because I don't like setting sprays with alcohol because, you know, dry skin dries out your face, and all the fact that I have dry skin with my makeup, I don't need it cracking. And this one has saved me from that many, many times. And also I have my Coty Airspun powder in translucent extra coverage. This one, like, don't get me wrong. I love this powder so much. It's so good. I hate the smell of it though. I'm putting it in my favorites because like it is the only powder that, I'm being serious, has ever worked for me. And I mean ever. Like, I have tried every powder on the market. I need to try the Fit Me one. I really want to try that one, but like I'm gonna wait a little bit because, you know, I'm a little scared. I'm actually like just scared to try it. But like going back to this one, you know, I use it to set my entire face. I don't just use it for my under eyes. I used to do that where I used to have my CoverGirl powder, as you guys remember, and I would put that on my, you know, on my face, and, you know, and then I'd put it on, and there'd be, like, when I'd put on, like, my blush and bronzer, you could see a line from, like, the blending, and, like, the powder's not coinciding together, and I've tried, and, sorry, my camera just told me, hey, we're dying, you know. What I was trying to say is that I have tried other powders that would work with this, and, you know, I couldn't find anything. I've also tried other loose powders, you know, and it didn't work for me with my under eyes. It would crease like crazy, and I just, you know, when I tried this one out, it's been the only thing that has worked for me. And it makes my makeup look really, really good, especially with the foundations that I use. And then, like, you know, and letting it bake under my eyes, it bakes really well. And, like, when I cut my contour, it cuts it really well. So, like, why would I want to try anything else? Again, if I found something that works with everything else I have. You get my drift? I feel like that was a little bit redundant. But, good powder. Try it out. Okay, now that I've actually finished all my favorites, but now I have some maybes. Like, they're in the middle. Like, I don't hate them. I don't love them. You know, like, they have their good qualities, they have their bad qualities, and we're going to talk about them right now. First up are these Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit liquid eyeshadows. And, okay, again, don't hate me. They are very, like, glittery and really cute. My only problem is that they're not consistent. You know, like look at how pretty that is. And the fact is they don't really blend really well on my eyes. Like, I've used this one many times, and every time I use it, it kind of goes sheer. And then I have to pack it on, and then after a while, it flakes off. So, like, I don't like that. And, like, these colors are beautiful. This is, like, a purpley black kind of duochrome. It has a little bit of a shift to green. You can see, you can see it on camera. And I'll show you right now, when you put it on the skin, it's very sheer. It has some sheerness to it. You have to build it up quite a bit. Like, I know that looks really good on camera, but I'm not sure if you can see that it actually does, like, sheer out a little bit. And then this last one is, like, a greeny gold one. It is my favorite out of them, besides the gold, but it's also my least favorite because this one flakes the most. Like, I love this color so much, and it's also very sheer. You have to build this one up a lot to make it work. So that's like I put these in the maybe because, like, when I do wear them and I do get them to work, you know, they last for a little bit. You know, they last for maybe about 4 or 5 hours before they start to flake. And when they flake, if it gets in your eye, it's very agitating. And also the fact that if I can get it to build up right, it doesn't really bother me. But if I have to spend time building it up, letting it dry, you could feel it on the eye. So, like, that's why I have it as a maybe. Because, like, they are beautiful, too. Like, look at that. Like, those are gorgeous. So that's that's why they're maybe. Next up are these Neon Poison pigments from Makeup a Murder. I did a dedicated video to this in a Get Ready With Me and was doing, like, a full look with these. And I used the green, blue, and the orange, and the yellow. So I used about 5 of the 7 colors. And the ones I haven't, 4 of the 7 colors. I haven't used this, like, red yet, this pink yet. But putting these in the maybe because I also mentioned in the video that these are very pigmented. Some of them blend really well. I'm going to get to that in a second. But they are very messy. Like, you know, like, I had to get a bowl because it kept fluffing everywhere. And I wish you guys can see, like, my little area right here because I filmed it, like, on my windowsill. There's little bits of, like, purple and green stuck in the crevices that I couldn't get out, and it's, like, stained my window that I need to fix soon. So, like, that's one thing I really don't like about it. And also, this purple shade in particular, I'm so disappointed in. Like, I'm so sorry to Makeup a Murder because, like, the people who make this is, like, they're, like, amazing. Like, I think it's really cool, this idea, and I, like, love the sticker and everything. My main problem is this purple was so patchy on me, like, patchy to high hell. Like, I put it in my crease, and right when I started blending it out, in the line of my crease, like, right there, like, as you can see, like, one of the eyeshadows already coming off, it got, like, you could see that line, no color would pack there, and then right when I blended it out, like, it got even patchier. Like, it was so bad that I had to take off my entire eyeshadow. And I was in a rush, too, that day, and I didn't have time to do eyeshadow. I had to just, like, take off all my makeup because I didn't have time anymore. Because I was trying to make this work so much. Like, you know, and, like, you know, and I don't want to say, like, I hate, you know, I'm not going to say I hate it. Just this shade in particular, I don't really like. I've tried to use it again recently to make it work, and, you know, like, I just tried to, using it as, like, packing, you know. That didn't work either. It got patchy again. So, like, this shade, I'm a little disappointed. The other 6 shades, they work pretty well. You know, I do like them. You saw that look I created in the video, and if you don't know the video I'm talking about, it's linked in the description below, so check it out. But also, like, can you, like, really hate something like this? Like, they're, like, neon pigments. I've never seen this before from companies. And if I've actually, no, that's a lie. I have seen them before, but, like, you know, they've never been good. So the fact that I did find some good ones, it's just, like, the purple. Like, the only thing is the purple that didn't work for me. You know, again, you see, it's the maybe thing. Like, they're good. They're, you know, they have good qualities. They got bad qualities. You see, you get me. Now we're on the bad products, and I am a little scared to do this video. Talk about the bad ones, because a lot of the products I have for bad are things that people really like. And starting off is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer. As you saw, I mentioned it in the video, and I didn't put it in my favorites. It's because although I love the color, like this color, it's perfect. It's like a yellow undertone, and it's super bright, you know, so when I want like an exaggerated bright look, it works. But my only problem is that it's so drying, and it dries so fast that I feel like I can never blend it properly. And I always feel like it never looks good on me in particular, because as you guys know, again, I have dry skin. Under my eyes, I can make it work really well, but if I use it on my nose, my chin, or my forehead, I could feel it, and it's super dry. I don't even need to pack powder on it. Like, that's how dry it is. And it takes me forever to blend. Like, if I were to do, like, you know, swoop, 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 and, like, do my entire face and, like, do, like, you know, like that little face look, like, face paint look, and then blend it out, it would be dry by, like, after I'd finished, like, one eye. So I'm putting this in, like, I won't use it again. I'm probably going to give it to my sister, because she has an oily skin type, and I feel like she would like this, because also she's fairer than me, so I feel like this would work really well for her. Next up, I have some stick foundations, which are the ColourPop No Filter Stick Foundation, and I have used, as you can tell, I have used this a little bit, and I did a dedicated video on it. And in the video, I actually said I didn't hate it. But after I've used it a couple more times, this foundation just slicks and slides off on my skin so badly that it never looks good. And then again, the sad part is it's like in the winter, it's my perfect skin tone. It's like yellow undertones. You know, I like that, and I feel bad that I didn't like the stick one. I tried it so many times and tried to love it, and it has not worked for me, and I feel like I want to try it one last time with like other concealers, but I still don't know, it's not going to work. Next up is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. I tried this and did a dedicated video, and I didn't hate it. I did mention that this is more of a, not like a full day foundation, like for example, you're going to go out to dinner and you wear it, and I still think that, because I've tried also this one again. I did this for work the other day, and also I've noticed, like, every time I use it, product gets, like, built up right there, and it starts to, like, crack. So, like, I don't like that, and the color has changed on me. Like, before, the Wet n Wild one, like, kind of was my color. It had, like, kind of, like, more neutral undertones than yellow, but, like, now it's, like, completely pink. It, like, kind of turned to pink. So when I put it on my skin, it's not only now too fair for me, but it turned pink. Like, so I don't like that. Like, it's nothing to do with, like, the formula. I don't know what happened with this. Like, you saw me do the video, and this is the same color I used, Shell Ivory. It turned pink on me. Like, a bad pink. I looked gross. And then, like, it didn't wear for a long time. As you guys know, I wore it to work, and I forgot that it was going to be a 9-hour shift. And by the time I got done, my face was cakier than cake. And it was cracking, my nose had wiped off, my chin was gone, my lip was gone. It just didn't look good. So, like, this one, I don't know. I don't think I'd use it again. I just don't like stick foundations in general. And talking about another stick foundation, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. as you guys saw in that one video, the random numbers challenge also will be linked down below if you guys want to check it out. I use this one as a foundation. This is actually not the color from the foundation I use. This one is a much darker one. This is like the cream contour one. I decided to get also with it. The other one I have since given to somebody as a birthday present, and they like that foundation. I think. I hope they like it, but I still have the one that I was using as a cream contour because I thought, if it wouldn't work as a full-on foundation, what if I just did it on like little hollows here, around the face? And I feel like that was worse because I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to swipe it on my hand and I'm going to show you what it does. And the sad part is I do like this color. Like, I will blend it. Do you see that? How it gets clinged? It clings to certain spots. Some spots will be darker than others. And also the fact that it looks like a little too cool tone for me. Like, that's another reason why I don't like it, because I'm more warm. But, it just clings. And then, when I put powder, it gets patchier. Remember in the foundation video, I was cracking, I was gross, it didn't have coverage. This has no coverage to it either. It just has a little bit of that darkness I want. But when it comes to for example, there's my scar right there. It exaggerates the heck out of those textured spots. So it's a no from me. No. The next thing is the JCat Duo Brow Pencil. And this thing is, I hate to be rude, but this is such a joke. For a spoolie, this is the most flimsy. The metal on it is really hard, but the bristles are the flimsiest thing. It feels like I'm petting my dog. These bristles, if I try to brush my brow hairs, it doesn't brush anything. This spoolie really does suck. A $1 spoolie from Elf is better than this. Sorry, JCat. And then the brow pencil itself. Not only not my color, but I hate this design. It's kind of oval-ish. I need something where it's actually a pencil, like the tip. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a pencil, not these weird designs, because they never work for me. They make my brows look weird, weirder than weird. I hate this one, and also the fact that it's really dry. And this isn't even old. This is maybe 1 year old. It's not super old, but the fact is if I use them on the side, it gets more color. But if I use it if it's rounded, for example, if I'm trying to fill it in, it gets very fair, and I don't like it because it feels really dry. It feels really scratchy. I want something that's a little more creamy when I'm putting it on my brows. Last but not least, in our products that I hate, is the Touch in Sol No Problem Primer. Please don't hate me. Again, please don't hate me. I know. I hate this. I honestly hate it. It did not work for me. It made my foundation slip and slide like crazy. It made my pores, don't get me wrong, it made my pores disappear, but it made my foundation not stick right. It is terrible for my skin. And I thought it'd be good because it is more of a slimier, that sounds wrong. But kind of slimy consist, and then kind of a little bit dries down, and then it kind of feels really smooth. And I thought that'd be really good, but no, it actually made it worse. Actually, I really don't like it. And then I don't like the smell of it. It smells like that contact solution. I really don't like the smell of it. I was so disappointed too that I didn't like this, because Jeffrey loves it, as we know, and hundreds of other people love it. So I was just a little upset when I realized it did not work for me. So away you go. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me telling you my favorite products and the products I hate. I do enjoy these type of videos. I used to watch them all the time, and I hate that I don't really see them anymore, because I do like watching them. It's real, for example, if you watch from Jeffrey, Nikki Tutorials, Jackie Aina, you can find new products to try out and see if you like it, and you also, it gives you recognition to the product, ooh, I didn't hear that before, that sounds like a good primer to use, maybe I should try it. And I really wanted to start making those videos. I did it a couple times before in the past, but I wasn't really consistent with it. Let me know if you guys really want to like see these kind of videos, of me doing, monthly product reviews and, telling you my favorites and the ones I don't like, because I have a ton. That I didn't even scratch the surface of all the products I talked about today. Like, I could have brought in like 10 more skincare items, 10 more, eyeshadows and all that other stuff, because I get a lot. Don't get me wrong, I buy a lot of makeup. Right, this week I'm trying to cut back because my check wasn't the best this week, so like I'm cutting back quite a bit, on just buying makeup. But like, you get my drift. And also the fact that I also know I didn't mention like any kind of lip products. I feel like lately I just use the same lipsticks over and over again. Like just today I got back in like my Jeffree Star's designer blood, and I really do love this color. But the fact is, like, I have, as of late, have been having a little tough time like incorporating darker looks, because I'll do like such dramatic bold eyeshadow looks, and I do want them to be like a little wearable if I go out that day. And like, you get my drift. Like, you usually pair like a super dramatic eye with a nude lip, and for me today I did like this like very vampy eye, but I really I couldn't find a nude that went, so I'm like, let's go red, let's go dark. And I really love this dark color. It turned out really well. And sorry about that, my dad's friend got here and I had to go open the door for her. So what I was trying to say is that, like, I've been trying to get back into wearing like darker lip colors, because like, also I've been having a trouble like wearing lipstick lately, because like nudes have been like my easy thing, because if I mess up I could hide it better. But if I do darker lips, I've been having this really bad problem because my medication has been making me a little shaky lately. So like, if I do lipstick, like my hands shake and I'm like this, and I always mess up for some reason with dark colors, and I hate that, because I'm like, for example, like today, it was going so good. My bottom lip turned out great, and then I got the right Cupid's bow perfect, and then right when I went to lip, I did this. And I bumped like up here, and I had to remove the lip, remove the foundation, redo it again, and then I messed up again, and then I messed up again, and then I messed up again. I'm not even joking. I messed up like 4, maybe 5 times, but I still was determined to wear this lip color because I loved it with this look so much that I did it for like the 7th time, and it took me, I'm not even joking you, it took me 5.5 minutes, and I was taking my time, like I was like dotting it, and it finally turned out good. Enough talking on that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Also, check the links down in the description for all the videos I mentioned today, and my socials for all my, my Insta, my Twitter, Snapchat, all that kind of stuff if you want to see more of what happens in my life and all the other stuff. I'm still trying to get into like the Instagram stories, as you guys know. I'm not good at it. I'm not good with like keeping up with stuff like that. In fact, if I'm on social media a lot, I'm usually on my personal like Facebook, and that's it. Like, I don't go on my battery again, sorry. I don't go on like my Insta or Twitter as much as I do. It's like usually Facebook or Snapchat. So, check it out if you want to. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.